Hi Aries, this is your February 24th through March 2nd weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entry in your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. So this first spread is on new love this week, Aries. We have the Emperor. We have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Swords. We have Death clarified by the Page of Swords. In the potential outcome, we have the Six of Swords with the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. And we also have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Taurus, and we have you. We have you. Perhaps you're dealing with another Aries. So here's the deal. First of all, let's talk about assumptions real quick. I assume you're the Emperor, the first card that came out, right? I assume that's you, unless this King of Cups is becoming a boss figure and they're moving or something like that, all right? And I also assume the King of Cups is the person you're dealing with. So the King of Cups is probably a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with some major water placements in their chart. If they're not a water sign, maybe this person is very mature, in control of their emotions, but when it comes to you, they could be very loving, okay? So, perhaps it's not exactly a new person in your life, but this is a new love reading, right? This reading, this spread, the first spread assumes that there's going to be a new love connection. It could be with somebody who is already in your life. So if this King of Cups is already in your life, the nature of your connection could be changing, right? And that's exactly what I think is happening, right? So the Emperor, the first card that came out, I assume that's you. It was the very first card that came out. It's always a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading, especially when it shows up right away. That means you're the one in charge. Not that we ever doubted that. Things are revolving around you. You are the one with an initiative, what have you, right? It's a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading. So the next card that came out is the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is changing. This is what's changing between you and this person, all right? Or it's changing in your life, or this is what's changing in this person's life, right? The Three of Pentacles could be interpreted so many different ways. It is a card of when a group of people get together and do something together. It's a card of collaboration, cooperation. For some of you, it's a workplace environment. For others of you, it's a business place environment. For others of you, perhaps it's just a bunch of people, a bunch of friends hanging out together, right? And it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. And after that, we have Death. Okay? If this King of Cups happens to be a Scorpio, then Death is them. In this case, this person is in this reading twice, because Death is a Scorpio major arcana card. But if we forget for a second, Death is a Scorpio card, then you got two ending cards. Two transformation, two transition cards, right? So, the Ten of Swords, clarifying the Three of Pentacles. So perhaps up until this point, you were just acquaintance, you were just hanging out, you would just see this person every once in a while, or maybe you were colleagues, you were co-workers, and it's no longer going to be that. You guys are transitioning from being just friends or co-workers, you're transitioning to being in love with one another. The nature of this Three of Pentacles is changing. Okay, for others of you, perhaps one of you is quitting their job or something along those lines, and now that you are no longer co-workers, you are no longer colleagues, perhaps now you can become romantically involved. Perhaps it was inappropriate in the past because you guys used to work together or something like that, and one of you is quitting and the other one is going to be like, you know what, now that we're no longer colleagues, that we no longer work together, let's go out on a date. Okay? For others of you, if this person's been at a distance from you, or you've been in a distance, perhaps they are no longer going to be at a distance. They're moving, right? They're moving closer to you. Or maybe they're moving in together with you, or you are moving in together with them. Because the Six of Swords, the first card in the potential outcome, it could be a card of moving. It could simply be you guys moving in together, or it's one of you moving, right? Perhaps you used to work someplace else, they used to work someplace else, now they got to get a new job, or you're going to get a job and you're going to move closer. All right, death in the middle, as already mentioned, it could be a Scorpio dealing, but death is, again, a card of transformation, card of change. Something is coming to an end. All right, the Page of Swords, clarifying that. It could be a card of a message. It could be a message, right? Or it could be you guys posting something online, letting the whole world know that you two of you together. So something is changing. All right, something about that Three of Pentacles is changing. It's not going to be the same anymore. Any potential outcome: the Six of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, moving towards a commitment. Moving towards a commitment. All right, the Six of Swords, again, maybe literally moving in together. And the Six of Swords is also kind of an improvement. With the Six of Swords, things usually get better. The Hierophant could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of something traditional. It's also a card of education. Perhaps both of you are educators. But yeah, it is a traditional marriage card. That's what that Hierophant is. Okay, it's also a card of religion, by the way. The Nine of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a wish come true. All right, it's also a card of a satisfaction and fulfillment. So yeah, interesting reading. Whatever you had going up until this point, up until this week, it's going to be very, very different from this point on. But this will kind of help you guys to solidify this connection. Okay, this will help you become like a solid married couple at some point in the future. I hope all of this makes sense. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Aries, the spread is for you. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Six of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, maybe a Sagittarius, or any zodiac sign. I can interpret this a couple of different ways. Scenario number one, you could go to a Pisces birthday party. Okay, there could be a Pisces. If you have a Pisces in your life, it could be their birthday coming up. Right? Because the Hangman is a Pisces major arcana card. All right. Then we have the Six of Cups, clarified by the Knight of Cups. So more water energy. Pisces is a water sign. And this week is the first full week of Pisces birthday season. Okay. That would be scenario number one, especially if maybe this person is somehow associated with your work. The Eight of Pentacles, the first card that came out, is a card of work, business, and finances. But for some of you, those cards could be talking about multiple events, multiple things. So for some of you, the Eight of Pentacles, yes, you will have a job to do, you'll be working, and then you'll go to a birthday party later in the week, maybe towards the weekend, all right? For others of you, scenario number two would be if you've been spending a lot of time at work or working, and if you haven't spent much time together with your person, with your spouse, your wife, your significant other, perhaps this week you guys will try to catch up, I guess. All right, and I wouldn't be surprised if you guys will go somewhere, some romantic place where you've been before. All right, so let me elaborate on that. The Eight of Pentacles, again, a card of work, business, and finances. The Hangman, the next card in this scenario, is just an energy of being stuck. Right? The Hangman is a card of stagnation, so perhaps, again, you've been working a lot, they've been working a lot, you know, both of you have been working a lot over, maybe just, it's going to be a tough week, or perhaps there's been a lot of work over the last couple of weeks, couple of months, what have you. So, at the end, we have the Six of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups, so yeah, there you go. Both of you will be spending some time together, maybe on the weekend. It could be like a romantic weekend getaway, or you will finally put a do not disturb on your phone, both of your phones, and you'll just spend some time together. And the Six of Cups, it's a card of the past, something or someone from the past. But I think it's between the two of you. I wouldn't be surprised if the two of you will either do something super nice, something super romantic that you haven't done in a while, or maybe you'll go somewhere you've been before, some romantic place, a restaurant, or it could be a weekend getaway or something like that, right? The Knight of Cups is the most romantic night out of all for nights. So that's what's coming up, Aries. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent there. So we have the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with the Leo, Sagittarius maybe. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Money. Money, Aries. Let me explain. So whoever is coming back, their financial situation improved. Okay? They're coming back and they're have this idea, they have this belief that now they can provide because they're making a lot more money. Okay? And the Six of Swords clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. I think it is a reconciliation. Right? The Six of Swords, it could be a card of moving on. Yes, it could be a card of moving on. But it's also a card of like improvement. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back, not looking at what happened in the past. All right? The Wheel of Fortune clarifying it is a restart or a repeat of this connection between the two of you. Right? That's what I think the Wheel of Fortune is. I don't think that you're moving away from this person. No, it doesn't feel this way. Right? It feels like you guys are getting back together. Right? The Sun, the first card that came out, could be a Leo. You're dealing with the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. All right, the happiest card in the deck. And the Knight of Pentacles, the next card, the Sun is also a card of clarity, right? The Knight of Pentacles could be an Earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn, but it's the most financially abundant Knight out of all 4 Knights. All right, so somebody is really happy about their finances being much better, doing much better. The Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of an equal give and take. It's a card of balance, but it's also a card of generosity. Okay, so technically you have 2 Pentacle cards on the table. One of them, the Knight of Pentacles, is the most financially abundant Knight, right? And the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. So if we put the 2 together, yeah, I think this person is just, I'm not judging anybody. I'm not saying anything bad about you, but love is good, emotions are good. But you also need money to feed, to feed yourself and to feed each other, or something like that, right? So it kind of feels like this person, perhaps in the past they wouldn't care, they wouldn't be about like providing. Perhaps now they've changed, right? Perhaps now they think long, because the Knight of Pentacles is also long term. Now they're thinking long term. Now they're like, perhaps their finances got better, right? They got their finances in order, and now they're more stable because the Knight of Pentacles is also about stability. So now you'll see like, yeah, this person changed. Now they're focused on long term, they're focused on having money in the bank, establishing foundation, that type of energy. And you can be like, okay, all right, let's see where this takes us. All right, Aries? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, this week. We have the 2 of Wands clarified by the Queen of Wands. We have the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So this week, you're going to make a decision, maybe an educated decision, to fight for something. And you will win. But don't take this spread for granted. Don't take it for granted. If you put the effort in, if you fight for something, if you stand your ground, if you fight off the competition, then you'll have your success. So you have to do that first. I'm not talking about like physically getting into fistfights with some, no. Let me throw in some examples, right? The 2 of Wands clarified by the Queen of Wands. I think that's you, right? The Queen of Wands, that's your energy, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. The 2 of Wands, this is you in the process of making a choice, making a decision. Do I want to fight for this or not? And I think you will reach a decision to fight for something, right? That's what the 7 of Wands, the next card over, and the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck are all about. Very similar energies. This is you standing your ground, putting your foot down, fighting off the competition, insisting on something, pushing your agenda through, right? That's what those 2 cards are talking about. You could be simply buying a new home, right? And perhaps there's other people bidding on the same house or on the same apartment, and you're going to outbid them. Or you're going to participate in an auction. Or it could be something bigger. Perhaps you work in an office and there's like a project, and the decision has to be made as to how that project is going to move forward, right? And you will insist on your vision, on your way of moving forward that project, right? The 10 of Pentacles right next to the deck, yeah, it's money, financial abundance, or actual real estate, or both. Right? Maybe you're into real estate. So that's what's coming up. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have Temperance, we have the 9 of Cups, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Sagittarius on the table. So this is a reconciliation between you and this King of Swords, or between somebody else and this King of Swords. Because the fifth spread is what you are not expecting. And again, it could be, in most cases when I do the spread, it's directly related to the zodiac sign I do the spread for. Sometimes it's not. So, but what it is a reconciliation between this King of Swords and somebody. Either somebody else or you. All right. The King of Cups, the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of apology. All right. Temperance, the first card that came out, is a Sagittarius Major Arcana card, by the way, right? But Temperance is a card of healing, bearing the hatchet. It's a card of balance. It's a card of reconciliations, right? The Nine of Cups in the middle is a card of a wish come true and satisfaction. So that's what you're not expecting. And the King of Swords is most likely an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, Aries, so that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.